Yella Beezy turned down the request. A couple months with
Yella ain't trying to fight, bro. Yella probably thought Roy Lee could whoop him. Yella just been dropping bag. He out here dropping bag after bag. He think he Sosa from Scarface or something. Yella Chapo. That's on me, baby. YouTube, ma, what is happening, man? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to another video. I go by Done. If you new, go ahead and do me a big solid, man. Go ahead and like the vid. Sub it up, man. Ring that bell. After you ring that bell, make sure you hear all, man, because I don't want y'all to miss these bangers. You smell me. But anyway, we got some good content for y'all tonight, man. A subscriber sent this to me, man. Y'all know what's been going on with the whole YELLA BEEZY. He done got indicted. You know what I'm saying? He done got locked up by the feds for the unaliving of Mo 3. They saying YELLA BEEZY dropped the bag. So a sub sent this my way, man. Y'all know how we do it. This King Done Reacts 2, man. Like I like to tell y'all, this is a channel strictly for the people. So when people send things that they want me to react to, I will be reacting to them on this channel. You feel me? But just to give y'all a little heads up though, I do have a main reaction channel where I react to like daily news and what's going on in the community. You feel me? What's going on these YouTube streets. And also, mob, I got a vlogging channel, man, where I vlog my daily life, like me and my wife's daily life. And my wife got a channel too, man. But you know what I'm saying? She put her little spin on our life. You feel me? So y'all tap in on all of those. Links in the description down below. Now, without further ado, we're gonna hop into this content. This is basically how did the subscriber put it? They basically showed me and told me the origin of the whole YELLA BEEZY and Mo 3 beef. And if you guys did not know, the beef, like, it started with famous comedian, Dallas native, Roy Lee Pate.
After a comedian died weeks after being shot.
We all got the call. We was at the club. Like, hey, man, Roy got to get rushed to the hospital, man.
And even when I had spoke to him, he was telling me that it was a setup.
June 24th,
Long live Roy Lee, man. Rest in peace, Roy Lee, for sure.
2017. An interview on Real Life Productions' YouTube page premiered with Dallas, Texas comedian Roy Lee Pate that would eventually lead to him losing his life. As the camera was locked on Roy Lee, who at the floor, he uttered the statement, "Come on, you're from Oak Cliff, America. Come F with us till you come on up so we can rob you. Cause you ain't really from over here, right?"
Come on, you from America. You from Oak Cliff, America. What up?
Roy Lee was drawing reference to a particular rapper in question who went by the name Marquis DeAndre Conway, also known as YELLA BEEZY. In a previous interview, YELLA BEEZY would have claimed he was from Oak Cliff.
Oak Cliff, I'm up right here. Yella BEEZY, man, we in here, man. Y'all see what this is my city, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Oak Cliff, America, that means that stand on that, man, for real.
From Roy Lee's perspective, he was just simply going to let what he believed was a lie be told. But there was one other factor that influenced his decision to speak publicly, exposing YELLA BEEZY. There was a bit of a rift between YELLA BEEZY and another Dallas, Texas rapper by the name of Melvin Noble, also known as Mo 3. Now, Mo 3 and Roy Lee were like best friends. They had a brotherly bond, always joking around and supporting the other.
Yeah, I had to do the Mo 3 challenge too, man. This for my city, man. My nigga Mo 3. On the block, in the paper, and I always kept them noodles, and it was all on me.
Roy Lee was a stand-up guy. And
how to buy a call option on eToro. The process is simple. Find an asset that works for you. Tap the underlying stock or ETF of your choice. Tap trade. Select the type of option.
We don't want to know all that.
Mo 3 would have his back. He also stuck up for Mo 3. That was his extra incentive for speaking on YELLA BEEZY.
Yes, that means you don't care. That's why it hurted me, cause
I was just thinking about when Boosie said Roy Lee built like a PT Cruiser, bro. Oh! long live Roy Lee, bro. But hey, man, he do look like a PT Cruiser though, for real. Like, look at him. Crazy work though.
With Mo3 and other rappers said they wasn't from where they from, but Mo3 went to these schools in North Dallas. You understand me?
Those statements would escalate the already building feud between the rappers. But now, Roy Lee had a target on his back and would soon be ambushed for his words. That reality would become true in less than 2 months after the interview. Rival YELLA BEEZY would find Roy Lee and have him jumped by his entourage.
That's so
As
bogus.
recounted by Roy Lee, he was at the King of Diamonds Club where the incident happened. YELLA BEEZY would swing with the punch, but luckily, Roy Lee saw the incoming blow from the side of his eye and was able to dodge the impact. However, that did not deter YELLA BEEZY from carrying out his intentions. Instead, he allegedly had his entourage then attack Roy Lee, inflicting a blow to the back of the head.
They tried to sneak me. And shit, I got jumped a little bit by his partner and him, but he ain't hit me, so that's why I want to fight him one-on-one.
It was at that moment that Roy Lee came to know YELLA BEEZY held a grudge over a statement in the interview that insinuated he was a liar about where he was from.
Like, I don't get that. Like, why is that such an issue for rappers? I mean, I get it, because I guess it can tarnish your brand if you come out like, I'm from over here or I'm from over there, and then somebody who really from over there or somebody who's known in the city come out and say, nah, you ain't from over there or you ain't from over here. Kind of how Shawty Low did T.I. Like, he tried to defame T.I. or he tried to discredit T.I. and say T.I. wasn't from Bankhead. But, like, I don't think it would get up under my skin that much to where I want to basically put hands on somebody just because they say I ain't from over here. Okay, I ain't then. You feel me? Like a lot of stuff can just be like put to rest if people would just, how can I put this? Grow the hell up. You feel me? Like, Roy Lee would still be alive. Mo3 probably would still be alive. YELLA BEEZY wouldn't be locked up if somebody would just say, look, bro, we beefing because I say he ain't from over here and he trying to prove he is from over here. Like, that's just bogus as hell. But I guess maturity comes with, I was finna say age, but not even age, because you got a lot of immature grown folk. I guess it just, I don't know, man. It comes with like life experiences, and I don't know how you deal with life every day, I guess. I don't know, but that's just something to think about, bro.
No footage of the incident has been spread. There is one source where footage of Roy Lee fighting in another club of the same type show him being surrounded by a group. Just in this case, the first punch was thrown by him. Viewers who came across the rare clip speculate this may be the footage of the incident, but YELLA BEEZY cannot be made out in the clip, and it contradicts the story of him being ambushed, so maybe it's of another incident. After his altercation with YELLA BEEZY, Roy Lee further pushed the boundaries of issues that stemmed from his interview and the ambush of him at the club. He was adamant about getting his fair chance to redeem his honor, or as the street culture would say, get his lick back.
So,
Gotta get my lick back.
a good way. Because I'm getting my lick back one day. I get my lick back.
To get what he felt like he deserved after being ambushed and outnumbered. Roy Lee called out YELLA BEEZY to a one-on-one fight where both of them put up a cash amount of $8,000 and used their hands instead of guns, with no one else involved but just them. Roy Lee grew more and more aggressive in getting his opportunity at a fair fight. When no response from YELLA BEEZY came, he began reciting the very thing that sparked the feud between them both. Even more, Roy Lee started taunting YELLA BEEZY about being robbed 2 times in the city because he's not from where he said he's from.
You got robbed in the Bronx? You got robbed, you the only rapper I know that got robbed twice. They did nothing to not one of them.
He was making every attempt to get under YELLA BEEZY's skin, to do right by him and have a fair fight. That included name calling, like the Pink Panther and Yellow Belly,
So you waiting on a fight with who?
Pink Man, Pink Panther.
Call him the Pink Panther, bro.
The more Lee
That's
pushed,
funny.
the more his rivals were behind the scenes plotting on taking his life. Roy Lee made the mistake of assuming the lack of response to his pressing of the matter meant that no one was listening, but someone was. Still, Roy Lee wasn't backing down or putting the feud to rest until he got his fight. And he made it his mission to bring up the problem between him and Yella Beezy every chance he had to get his request for a fair fight answered. Roy Lee would return to the same platform, Real Life Productions, with another interview that aired on YouTube on November 3rd, 2017. But this time, things began escalating beyond conversation of simply fighting. Roy Lee appeared to be frustrated with what seemed to him like cowardice from Yella Beezy. In a moment of agitation, Roy Lee let it be known that while he was not trying to pick up a gun to settle their grievances, he can also go that route and find grandmothers and mothers as Yella Beezy appeared not about fighting, but shooting.
But you don't want to fight because you ain't got nothing from here. I'm talking about from here. I ain't talking about from here. That's easy. Yeah, nigga, I just got out of jail.
Things would go down a dark road. Something that began as what most civilians would consider simple. Someone like Yella Beezy and Roy Lee that came up among gang culture and vice-ridden environments took it as a sign of disrespect that needed answering for. No matter how much Roy Lee tried, even getting on a three-way call with the proposition to fight, Yella Beezy turned down the request. A couple months with
Yella ain't trying to fight, bro. Yella probably thought Roy Lee could whoop him. I don't blame him. I probably wouldn't want to fight him either, but I don't think I would have wanted to kill him, though. Just because he said, I ain't from a certain place, like, okay. Like, that's crazy, bro.
Roy Lee would again be a guest on the platform Real Life Productions from a January 24th, 2018 aired interview. On the stage, he also had with him his two nephews, one who was pursuing a career in rapping, and the other had the skills of a boxer. They would break down how the altercation went at the club as they were there when it happened. The real story had a few more details. The main one being that Roy Lee, who was a frequent drinker, was drunk on the night and initiated the confrontation.
Okay.
When he was questioning patrons if they were there with Yella Beezy as he was looking for him. Yella Beezy would catch wind of the commotion and sneak around Roy Lee with the punch he dodged. After which, his nephew claimed about 9.
Bro, how you let a drunk man dodge your punch, bro? Like, first of all, you trying to sneak him, bro. He intoxicated and he still watch out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I see why Yella didn't want to fight Roy Lee, because if he bobbing and weaving and he gone off the goose, you know what I'm saying, the Don Julio got him feeling good and he still just imagine him sober, bro. He probably would have spanked Yella. For real. So I he needs some milk. But he still ain't have to kill him, though. You feel me? He ain't have to kill him.
Persons of Yella Beezy's entourage was
Allegedly. All this is alleged. Yella, he ain't been convicted of killing nobody. So we got to make sure we throw that out there. I ain't trying to whack 100 nobody. You feel me? He allegedly had somebody, you know what I mean, go get Mo 3. Not Mo 3. Roy Lee. Yella just been dropping bag. He out here dropping bag after bag. He think he Sosa from Scarface or somebody, I guess.
Roy Lee.
Yella Chapo. You feel me? Like, yeah, bag after bag, no cap.
After knocking him to the ground, and that was when they stepped in and got him out of there. Even though it was an unfair ambush, from the new account of what transpired that night, Roy Lee's lack of judgment from being drunk was at the root of the problem, instigating things more than it needed to be.
Do you think this all could have been avoided if Roy Lee just quit drinking so much?
It could have. Right, you got a point right there.
Roy Lee was a comedian, yes, but he was raised around the street culture, engaged in criminal activities, and served jail time. So he still moved with a sense of danger that even deterred previous security personnel from being his bodyguard.
Nah, security guard told me that. Security guard told me that because when we go to V-Line, and then we was getting to two people, he said, man, I don't think I can be your bodyguard. You doing too much.
It was all fun.
That's crazy.
games, but someone was looking on, unimpressed with anger in their heart towards Roy Lee. All the while, persons like his nephew was trying to advise him to just let the feud go and forgive. But Roy Lee insisted that if the fight doesn't happen, then nothing can be forgiven. But maybe that was the error in Roy Lee's decision that placed him in harm's way. September 25th, 2018.
Just got
the
shot. I'm
beginning of the
okay.
end was
Love
set
you
into
all.
motion when Roy Lee was shot. Lying in a hospital bed, he broke down what happened that night.
Bro, them boys blicked out a comedian, bro. I just don't, I ain't gonna count with you, gang. I just don't think I would have taken Roy Lee that serious to blick at him. Like, if I wasn't gonna fight him, bro, it was just like, all right, man, you going on, keep making your jokes, bro. Keep getting your money. You know how we coming over here. Now, if you come at me with these games, or you swing on me, then, you know, I got the right to defend myself. But I ain't looking to hurt you or none of that. Like, I'm gonna give y'all my honest opinion on it. Let's watch it.
At around 7:50 p.m., Roy Lee was now about to leave from the parking lot of Texaco on Preston Road after grabbing something to eat at one of his favorite barbecue spots. His shooter was likely tailing him and monitoring his whereabouts from Shell's location right across the street. Roy Lee would glimpse a figure approaching, and when he looked up, all he could see was a person in a hoodie before the shooting rang out. 3 shots were fired, with one hitting him in the leg, breaking the bone. Roy Lee underwent surgery, and after a few days was released from the hospital. He was back in good spirits, arguing with a friend tied into the gang culture about calling the police and not him after he was shot. From his post to his Facebook account, it seemed like Roy Lee had a new appreciation
Enjoy life,
for life.
smile every day,
He was
for
ready
sure.
to bury the hatchet with his past feuds. He nearly lost his life, and as all things appeared, he dodged a bullet, while at the same time receiving one. He went on to continue doing shows over the next week and some days. October 12, 2018, Roy Lee was scheduled to perform at a stand-up comedy show at Heritage Hall, Paris, Texas. He would go live on Facebook, driving on his way to the event, happy, smiling, and listening to music, having a good time. Lee appeared back, and better than ever, but that's what made the news that came next so tragic. Roy Lee had a great show, but it would be his last. It was like fate already knew it was his time and allowed him one last show as a send-off, because the show was on Friday, and Saturday, news broke that Roy Lee passed away from complications of the shooting he sustained weeks earlier. His complications led to him developing a blood clot in his lungs before he could undergo the surgery
That's
he had
crazy,
scheduled the
bro.
following day.
So he got shot in his leg, right? And a blood clot formed in his lungs. That's crazy, bro. It's crazy work. Like, it's just like, it's like the way the body work is just crazy to me, bro.
Rectify the issue. He passed. Roy Lee was so close to surviving, but things didn't turn out that way.
He didn't die in the hospital. He got out the hospital. He got nothing. He started moving around. He was back doing the shows and shit. And taking his medicine, got a blood clot.
Oh,
His path.
I bet Roy Lee didn't take that medicine, bro, because he wanted to drink. Like, you know, like, sometimes, like, when you an alcoholic, bro, hey, it ain't nothing like that liquor, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want to have a blood clot in your lungs, or you want to be drunk? I want to be drunk. You feel me? So I bet that what it was, though. I bet they was like, bro, you can't take this medicine and drink. Roy Lee said, you know what, bro? The hell with the medicine. Give me the Cavassier. You feel me? Straight up. That's crazy, bro.
He shook up the entire community. But the one whose life was forever damaged by his passing was his best friend turned brother, Mo 3, who fell into dark times.
So how did that affect you when he passed away?
Fuck me up. Still can't believe my nigga dead. You know, he a comedian.
Roy Lee's passing ignited the feud between Mo3 and Yella Beezy even more.
This shit escalated when Roy Lee passed. Roy Lee just wanted to have a one-on-one fight with Yella Beezy.
Ultimately, Yella Beezy would be targeted by rivals, being shot 4 times.
How many times were you shot?
4 times?
You shot.
Unfortunately,
We know who did
Mo3
that.
was also shot, but unlike his
And we know who did that.
Yella Beezy, he didn't survive his wounds. Such a sad tale of lives lost.
Yeah, man, that's a crazy one, Ma. That's a sad one too, bro. Because a simple conversation, bro, could have just de-escalated all that drama that went on, bro. And like I said, man, Mo3 would probably still be here. You know what I'm saying? Roy Lee would still be here. Roy Lee would probably be like what DC Young Fly at and Country Wayne and guys like that, bro. You feel me? Because Roy Lee was funny, like he was a funny dude, man. And Yella Beezy wouldn't be locked up. Even though we don't know if Yella gonna get some time. We don't know what's going on with that. But I do believe that Mr. Keywan White, the one who unalived Mo3, allegedly, you know, the tranny loving gangster. Like, that's crazy to say that, the tranny loving gangster. Yeah, him. I think he cutting a deal with the feds and he gonna get Yella beamed up. But if Yella and Roy Lee could have sat down, bro, or even just had the boxing match, or if Yella didn't want to box Roy Lee, if he just could have sat down with Roy Lee and been like, hey, dog, listen, bro, I don't know what you got against me. I don't know what we got going on, bro, but hey, man, like, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? Let's do it for the city. Let's do it for Dallas, bro. We ain't gotta want to kill each other and hurt each other. You feel me? Everybody got a mama, everybody got a girl, everybody got kids, and everybody got people that love them. So let's just, you know what I'm saying, let bygones be bygones. And you do a comedy show, I rap, you know, you can get on me, I get on your ass too. You feel me? Like, but I don't know. I don't want to blame Yella Beezy, but I think Yella, like, for him to want to get gangster with a comedian is crazy work. Okay, the man say you ain't from Oak Cliff. You say you is from Oak Cliff. What did you prove by being gangster? Other than that you a fool. You feel me? Like you dropping bags and you sending crash dummies to crash out on people, bro. Like you ain't proved nothing. I guess you proved something to yourself. Cause you ain't proved a damn thing to us, bro. You did? Roy Lee say you weren't from Oak Cliff. Some of us thought you was. Some of us was like you ain't. Some of us really didn't give a damn. But you dropping bags and sending hits and getting people killed and you done got shot up all because somebody said you ain't from a certain area of Dallas, bro. Is it really worth that game? Nah, you got a $2 million bond. Even though we know you probably got the bread, they still won't let you out. You gotta fight this case, bro. That's crazy, man. All of this could have been avoided. You did. Anyway, man. Long live Roy Lee, man. Long live Mo3. You know what I mean? Shout out to Yella Beezy, like I said on the reaction I did the other day. We ain't got no jail cell to put this man in. We can't judge this man. This man gonna be judged by a jury of 12, or he may take a plea. I don't know what he gonna do, but all I can say is none of this shit had to happen. You feel me? Well, know how y'all feel about this in the comment section down below, man. Don't forget to like that video. Don't forget to sub that channel. After you sub, make sure you ring that bell. After you ring the bell, hit all, because I don't want y'all to be deep banging folk. You feel me? 1700 by the day, man. 2K, we on the way. Road to 10K. The 100K plaque will be ours by my B-Day, or whenever God decide to bless us with it, because y'all know how we coming. Y'all know how we moving. We moving on God's timing and God's speed, because it's the perfect timing and it's the perfect speed. No cap. Mob life or no life. Mob well know where y'all know how we coming, man. OTM, we getting straight out the mud. Make sure you tap in on my gram, Kingdom_7, and tap in on all other YouTube channels across YouTube platform. Got a vlogging channel with my lady. My lady got her own channel, and we got a main reaction channel, Kingdom Reacts. Do that for your boy, and we're gonna catch y'all on the next video, man. I love y'all to skip it. Gang.
I made it for nothing, no turn into something from nothing, yeah. Made it through property on our minority, yeah.